between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. And unable to connect. If he is first down, instead it's 4.
Anytime he reads man-coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision. Correct one.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Montgomery is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for. 2 straight shots on the ground now on 3rd year.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is...
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brissett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Brissett now. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Brissett. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. Corey Cooper from 13 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Get a first drive touchdown. Go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Shaquem Graham. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Thornton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Watson flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns will take over possession here over the 44.
You get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brissett. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action with Brissett. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling with it.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
19.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end, and he comes through with a first-down catch on that previous play.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Brissett again. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone. It's touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. York on now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break, Watson. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. The defensive play. Our thinking is, can we make a play to really help the team and break this streak of offense? Well, that was not what you would call a straight line pursuit for middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his man, Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Harris running straight ahead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, floating on the line here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'm surprised they didn't get that tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Watson's throw here taken in by Parker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might have been a valuable challenge in coverage on these up-and-down snaps. He's starting to stop right now.
Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he was 4th down now, but not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Able to find Shaheen here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run again with Harris. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
There we go, 3rd and 1. Got check time on both sides. They hand this off to Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember the time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go on fourth. Watson dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
First down, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they run out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
19, set.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Brissett. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. 2-minute drills. They're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Incomplete.
The defense did its job. They held up in that situation. And now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Yeah, he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, kill.
Now Brissett. Completes to Njoku.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brissett. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Now Brissett. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This from long, very long range. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Watson to throw.
Buying time was left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Become the standard in the league. Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record, and we're 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, we'll get another shot on 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, didn't get all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So on 1st down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to put this one away.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And again, it's Chubb. Powers through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 69 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to win his guys to an overtime victory. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 41, Reset into the hands of Cooper. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, where OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey,
penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
19.
Brissett. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it before the first down.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Brissett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And we will play on here in overtime. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football